Hello and welcome to WCTV. My name's Daniel Stockton, part of the crew, and today I'm interviewing Mr. Gregor Fountain. How are you doing today, sir?
Awesome, thank you.
It's great to we are doing our episode called What's Next for WCTV. So, we've got some questions, we've got some funny questions, some deeper questions, the good, the bad and the ugly, all for you today. So, I'll start us off. How excited are you for this job? Is it the dream as being a former WC student?
Yeah. Really, it's a really interesting question. Lots of people have been asking me, you know, was this always your plan to do this? And I guess I always knew this job was going to come up, you know, and so it was always at the back of my mind. But it wasn't, you know, it's deep and it's deeply exciting to be here now. But I have to say that it wasn't always the plan. You know, I had 5 years at Wellington College, and you know, this time last year, and we sort of thinking about this role, and for us as a family, we thought, nah, probably we're happy here, and we'd be, you know, we have little kids, and they were quite settled, and you know, Kapiti's quite a neat place to live. So we probably thought we might just let this opportunity go. But then when job actually became advertised, and then I thought, are you really gonna regret this if you don't give this a go? Then really went for it, and yeah, it's deeply exciting to be here. It feels like something really special to not only have been a former staff member here, but to have been a student here as well. Does feel like coming home. Yeah, so that is exciting, and I'm excited by the relationships that are here. I'm so excited about the students that are here and the staff, and I think it's an amazing place to work and to learn.
So, another question. How do you think Mr. Fountain will change the school?
Well, I think the school's already changing, but one of the reasons why the school's changing is because the pace of the world is getting faster and things are changing in society so quickly. But I think being a young man, he's much younger than all of us. We were all born, I'm talking about the senior management, we were all born in the 1950s and the early 1960s, where he was born in the 1970s. And I think he has an eye on the future, and he has an eye on what's important now. So it's very, very good that he's coming in at this time when the world is changing, the school is changing, and he can guide us in the right direction.
So how do you think he will change or not change the school? Where do you see it?
I think every principal who comes to a school, and certainly every principal, headmaster who have come to Wellington College over time, have put their mark on the school. And I think that Mr. Fountain certainly will put his mark on the school. Already, you know, he's so committed to the place. You know, this week, he's had a board meeting. He's been to the big thing. He's had a Pacifica evening. You know, I've no doubt tonight he'll be at the hockey. He's going off to the quadrangular tournament. So he's round the traps. He's here all hours of the day and night, and he's establishing himself.
Wonderful. What legacy can you see him? I know it's hard to talk about legacy with him just arriving.
Yeah, but it is. Yeah, I think the place. I think it would be more. You know, it would become increasingly inclusive. He's very strong on curriculum. He was, when he was a teacher, a DP in charge of curriculum, head of the History Teachers Association, the impact that he had here. And I see his overall view of curriculum as we move into a new stage, a new age, as a nation, that the changes that he makes, I think, in curriculum to keep up with the changes that happen in education and society, we will keep pace with them.
So, obviously, you know, carrying on with the talk of culture, how do you think traditions play into Wellington College and your subsequent reign as principal?
Well, it's huge. So I think there is nothing, you can't underestimate the value of us being in a school that we know people have walked these corridors and these fields for 150 years. You know, that sense of belonging that comes with that is priceless. You know, and at Wellington College, which is a school that's much younger, 40-year-old school, we worked really, really hard to create that sense of belonging, and we got there. But here, that sense that there are other people that have come before us is such an important thing. but schools have changed. You know, when Mr. Reese Thomas, who was my headmaster here, took over, one of the things he did was he closed down the boarding house. You know, there have been other changes that have happened in Wellington College's history at different times. And as I said, Wellington College is a very different place from when I left. Each time I've come back, it's felt different. I guess I've been in a different role each time. So the question for me is, how do we hold on to those things, those traditions that create belonging? And how do we make sure that they're inclusive? How do we make sure they're inclusive of everyone's experience at Wellington College? So yeah, this isn't going to be a sort of era where we rule a line under the past. This is going to be an era where we make strong connections with the past and make sure that those are things that are inclusive of all of us, so that we feel a really strong sense of moving forward together.